It's been a couple of months since that terrible accident occurred along PCH, taking the lives of 4 Pepperdine students. As you can imagine, people have been outraged at what occurred. And today, as you just mentioned, state and city officials met along PCH, and there were immediate calls for change.
Yesterday marked exactly 2 months since the tragic incident that led to the loss of life. 4 young lives were lost on this highway. And ever since that accident, or that crash, it hasn't left my mind.
This is the crash scene from October 17th. Prosecutors say the young driver of the luxury car was traveling over 100 miles per hour when he struck and killed those 4 students. Now, on Pacific Coast Highway, safety officials from the state and city gathered. They said this is the top safety project in the entire state, with over $4 million being set aside to tackle the problem. Now, of course, Pacific Coast Highway is known for its beauty and also for its danger. And they were calling for those changes to be made, and I'm going to give you a sense of what those changes might include. Enhanced striping along the freeway, optical speed bars, and speed feedback warning you to slow down. We've all seen those where you think you're traveling at a certain speed and perhaps you've exceeded it. Well, this reminds all of us to slow down and to follow the rules of the road. Now, of course, for those of us who grew up here, we know that Pacific Coast Highway has long been known as a gorgeous place where people like to sightsee. In fact, many people will bring their relatives and friends out to see it when they come from out of the city to visit. But in fact, it is also a very dangerous stretch of roadway, and everyone needs to be reminded to slow down, which is what the Caltrans officials said. All of you need to slow down right now. They hope to have these new changes in effect at the beginning of the year, but even some of them have already begun. They're temporary warnings reminding you to keep the rules of the road along Pacific Coast Highway. Now, we're still a couple of miles from the campus there at Pepperdine, but it's a word to the wise. They will have beefed up patrols along here because of the holidays coming up, but all of us, in order to have safe travels, need to slow down and to pay attention to the rules of the road. Laura Diaz reporting live along PCH. Now back to you, Marla.
Amen. Amen to that, Laura. Okay, thank you so much.